Good morning, Metalheads here. Welcome to a new episode of the Metal Meltdown. And today we're looking at a new EP from Ghostemane entitled Fear Network. Ghostemane is very interesting because he's part of this new movement of hip-hop artists recently that seem more inspired by heavy metal aesthetic and music and brutality rather than hip-hop. I mean, sure, it's still got hip-hop beat. It's still got drum machines and samples and shit, but the vocals and the lyrics are noticeably more abrasive and interpersonal and aggressive. The tone is very ominous. There's some incredibly loud, grating, almost industrial metal style guitars. And this whole movement is actually kind of interesting to me. You know, there's a lot of cool artists within here, like Scarlord, Bones, Suicide Boys, Horror as well, a really interesting band that fuses industrial rock and hardcore hip-hop into one volatile mix. I mean, they're one of my favorite bands right now, for being fully honest. But Ghostemane, perhaps more so than these other bands, has a little bit more metal cred because he's actually performed in some doom metal and black metal bands in the past. And all that brings us to this EP, Fear Network, which is also the very first EP in a series of 10 EPs that Ghostemane is apparently going to be doing throughout the year, in which he experiments not just with the broader spectrums of hip-hop and heavy metal, but also with a lot of different styles of dark and violent music. He's going to do an acoustic EP, from what I understand. There's a dark ambient EP as well. And this first one is all about fucking hardcore punk and grindcore and power violence, complete with wailing static cake guitars, super in-your-face vocals, massive fucking drums, and a shit ton of attitude. And it packs all of this, may I say, within a pretty tight time. I mean, this EP is short even by the standards of EPs. To be entirely specific with you, it is 4 minutes and 6 seconds long. But goddamn does Ghostemane pack a lot in that time. I mean, Jesus Christ. These 3 songs are goddamn aggressive. It's not the darkest stuff he's ever recorded, but it might be the most violent stuff. Particularly opening track Martial Law, which is just absolutely caked in static and destructive riffery. Car Bomb feels a little groovier, weirdly in line with like early 90s Napalm Death, but it's still got lots of big hardcore grooves, some oddly hip-hop style vocals at one point near the very end of the track, giving a little bit of a different flavor that I kind of admire personally. Don't worry, it doesn't go to rap metal territory, sorry if I gave you a heart attack there, but it's something to note nonetheless. And then Pink Mist, which frankly is just like blackened grindcore. I'm not sure if that's a thing at this point, blackened grindcore. I've used that term a couple times already, but if that is a term, I think Pink Mist fits it quite nicely. It's exciting to see Ghostemane's actual metal side fully come forward in this material, especially when it's really been expressed mostly aesthetically and vocally on his main studio records. Like, sure, he's been a part of metal bands before, but I haven't really been able to find a lot of information on them. And I want to, especially now that this EP is out and I've heard what he can do when he 100% focuses on this sound. Now again, because this is part 1 of a larger series, it's entirely possible that he will revisit this sound, and considering that he actually has a background in extreme music, it's entirely possible that this could be represented on a future album as well. I don't personally know, but I do know that this EP probably packs more fun and more energy than your typical 4-minute heavy metal song, which says a lot considering it's also 4 minutes. I don't really know if I see a point in giving this a score, considering that it doesn't matter if you don't like it because it's over 4 minutes, but we are here, so I will give it a 4.5 out of 5. I don't know if I'll review all the individual EPs as they come out, especially since I don't know if they're all going to be metal-oriented, and this is the Metal Meltdown after all, but I will definitely be keeping a close eye on them, and who knows, maybe when they're all out, I'll do like one mega video looking at all of them. If you're a Ghostemane fan and you like the heavier metal influences in his sound, and you're looking for a gateway to metal, you can't really go wrong with this. For that matter, if you're just a long-time grindcore, hardcore punk fan, you're looking for a very quick blast of pure modern energy, can't go wrong with this neither. Again, even if you don't like this fucking thing, it's like whoop-de-doo. It's free and it's 4 minutes long. Like, who the fuck is really going to be that upset with this thing? Like, you'd have to be a real fucking stickler to get really upset about the existence of this EP or some shit. I'm gonna wrap up here. There's not much else to say musically about this. I know it might have seemed silly to do a full review for a 4-minute EP, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to talk about a different kind of artist. I kind of wanted to expose a different side of the world of heavy music, and I hope I've done that, and I hope you give this EP a shot, and I hope you give Ghostemane a shot for that matter. So 3.5 out of 5, Fear Network by Ghostemane, a damn short but damn good EP. And that is it for the Metal Meltdown. I'm not an expert, nor do I claim to be, so what do you think? Do you like this record? Do you not like this record? And what do you want to hear from me next? And thank you for watching. Make sure you press subscribe to get updates on the Metal Meltdown fucking immediately. And you have yourself a fantastic fucking day.